Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Spill the CT. It's been a minute since we've last had an episode of the podcast. We're back for season 4 of Impact, which means plenty more episodes of the podcast. My name is Lucy. Joining me, as always, is Hedja. And we have two very special guests here today with us. We have EMUHLEET and we have Rain. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having us.
It's great to have you on. Obviously, the big reason that you're here is your return to CSGO, CS2, I guess, shortly, but CS generally, which we're all very excited about. It's great to have you on, and I'm really keen to jump in.
Yeah, I think the timing is perfect. We're ready for CS2.
I don't think it could have been at the more perfect timing, but I've been stalking your social medias a little bit, and I see that you haven't completely let go of Counter-Strike. You have been dabbling a little bit with it still when we were playing Valorant.
Yeah, a little bit when we were playing Val. I mean, just a little here and there. It's hard to let go of CS. I mean, we've been playing it for so long. I mean, how long did you play CS for? It's been 15 years already. I think I made my Steam account in 2007. So it's hard to let go of something that
I think
you love so much.
Yeah, I think me and Lucy both have from 2003.
Oh
least.
My god.
This is an old people's home, this podcast.
It is. Yeah, we're gonna be better at directing the questions to which one of you should answer, I think. Already. We are rusty. It's been a while. But of course, someone who is not rusty is the two of you, because you just came back, played in the NA qualifier of ESL Impact Season 4, and take us through that qualifier, EMUHLEET, because that was seeming to be very easy for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we just got done playing in Game Changers for Valorant, so we really didn't have as much time to prepare for this tournament. But honestly, playing Counter-Strike is literally like riding a bike. So we just got into the flow, and we're like, oh yeah, we remember these nades. Yeah, I remember this angle, and it just became so natural because we've been playing for so long. So then, the Impact qualifiers were coming up. We knew that we wanted to make a statement. We didn't want to just do okay. We wanted to be like, hey guys, we are back and we're ready to compete. And I think it shows it because we played really well. It went to map 3 versus probably one of the best other teams that were in the qualifiers that we ended up having to play. Map 3, though, we got the ball rolling. It was 16-1. We were playing with full-on confidence, and we're like, we're back, baby. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with this team for such short amount of time, what we've accomplished so far. So just imagine with a little bit of support and more practice, we are ready to dominate.
That's a very bold, confident statement. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. It's great to qualify, obviously, off the first qualifier. That feels good. You now can just rest back and relax, get ready for the next season that's coming up. Before we kind of dive into, I guess, all of the history and what's going on with the team now, I just did really want to quickly touch on, because we normally do a little latest goss bit where we just talk about what's new. We won't go into heavy detail on it because we are a little limited on time this episode, but for the season 4, there's some changes to the format to begin with for North America, and South America. So it's one group instead of 2 separate groups, which I think is quite an interesting change, because I think previously it was 2 groups of 4, but now it's just going to be one big group of 8, and I think the top 2 teams just go straight through, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were familiar with the format.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, I knew it was 2 groups, and it's so funny. Another Impact team messaged me like, "Oh, congrats! Hopefully, we're not in the same group or whatever." So I don't know if they knew either.
Yeah, I have to say I hadn't really caught that news either until Lucy informed me about it just a couple of days ago or something. So that's very interesting. But that changes a lot, because then it's going to be, you're going to have to play against every other team, and then it's going to be truly the best two teams that are going to the LAN finals in Valencia. What do you reckon, Rain?
Well, I mean, we've always said that if you want to make it or if you want to win, you have to beat everyone anyways, so I don't think it's going to be a problem for us. You know, we have a few weeks to like get some more prep in, so I think we'll be fine. I think we'll make it to Valencia.
I love the confidence. This is the champion. This is the winner's mentality right here, Lucy. They're prepared to work their butts off and get that bread.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the new format just makes it a lot better for that. I don't think it's now all of them. There's no double round robin at all. Double round robin is like the worst format, so I'm so glad we never have to do double round robin again. It's just the one group, everyone plays each other once, and you go from there. So in NA, that's going to be really good because it was previously just like if you got in the same group as FlyQuest Thread now, like all you had to do was get second and you'd have a pretty good chance of going through. It was kind of a bit weird just how it would work out. If you came second in the other group, you had to go up against FlyQuest Thread. So very, very difficult. But now it's like it'll be clear who the top two teams are, I think, which is really good.
Yeah, sounds like a better format this time around.
Yeah, it's the same in that Europe was last season where it's like, but they have two groups, so it's more teams. But yeah, very quickly touching the teams that have qualified. Obviously, you guys is the one exciting one. Yeah. Totsugeki is the other NA team so far. I don't know how that's how it's pronounced. Obviously, two more teams will be joining. We've only got half the teams qualified so far. In NA, we got Leto Cook qualifying through, which is the former Astralis core of Gianna, Kezi, and Manashine with Kitty and Melly. So it's a cool team. And Shinigami was the other team that came through that qualifier. So still two more teams to be added there as well. So we don't need to dive too much into those teams, seeing as it's not all qualified yet. But that's kind of the latest goals. It was mostly the format I wanted to touch on just because it's new for you guys.
Very interesting. But something that we can talk about that's not new. Let's dive into some old history because EMUHLEET and Rain, we want to know how you two got started. How did you guys start playing Counter-Strike? Let's begin with you, EMUHLEET. How did
I start playing Counter-Strike? Oh,
Yeah.
God. Well, I have an older brother. A lot of people have the same story, but I have an older brother who was playing Counter-Strike. One day he decided to go outside. I don't know why you would do that. No, I'm just kidding. He went outside.
Did it touch grass?
I think so. Scary. I don't like grass. No, but he went outside with his friends, and so I was like,
Does he have friends?
Jeez, this guy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy world. And I hopped on the PC and I started to play. I was chatting with people online, and that's kind of where it kicked off. And then I started to meet people who were like, hey, there's a local tournament. And I went to local tournaments, and that's where it really kicked off, was playing in local Californian tournaments, meeting people, getting better. And Southern California in 1.6 had a huge scene of pro players, so I was lucky enough to be playing against them and being friends with them and stuff like that. So that's where it all originated, was in 1.6.
Yes, exactly. I have this shirt on for you today. Yeah.
Let's go.
That's cute. Yeah, we love SoCal.
Amazing. What about you, Rain? Talk us through it, because you're not from South Cal. You're from Canada, from Vancouver.
A little away from Vancouver, but I pretty much just say from Vancouver, yeah. But it's pretty much the same story as my older brother was playing CS, like 1.6, and, you know, I'd watch him play, and then, like, he would let me go on and, like, play in some pubs and stuff, and eventually, like, he got a new PC, so he gave me his old one, and so I would just start playing on my own. He introduced me to ESEA, I started pugging, met some friends, like, played in, like, the open leagues and stuff, and yeah, just found like a good group of friends to play with, and eventually in CSGO, me and M got introduced to each other, and the rest is history from there.
Amazing. You have been like the bestest of friends too, throughout like this whole esports adventure. And it's been amazing to watch the close bond that you two have been forging through thick and thin and everything. Like, really, you can't tell when you are out in the
Yeah,
distance.
Rain is my literally family. I mean, my parents have adopted her. She's welcome whenever. They buy her
Yeah.
gifts, and not even me. It's like, she's my sister.
And actually, I think it was last weekend, it was officially 9 years that me and Em have played with each other when I
Wow.
joined the old Team Karma ESA roster.
Yep.
So it's
We've
been
been
a
through a
while.
lot together. A
Yes,
lot.
we have.
We're gonna be old grannies. Rain, don't
Mm.
forget to flash.
We'll be playing CS4 at that point.
Well, it's not, well, I don't know if we'll get past 3 with how these go, but I think you segue perfectly into kind of the first big team, Team Karma, the original iteration, not the current Team Karma. Can you talk us a bit about how that team came together, what your early career was like before you signed to Dignitas?
Yeah, so it was in 2014, and there was one of the biggest tournaments at the time, ESWC, Electronic Sports World Cup, that everybody wanted to play in, and I was like, you know what? I know I'm a good player. I can't join the other team, the only other NA team at the time. So, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to make my own team and get that going. And Rain was friends with a lot of people from Southern California, so we just happened to connect and put a team together with another person from SoCal, Artstar, and a few other people. And we wanted to compete in this international tournament, which was the biggest tournament of the year. So that's one of the reasons why I formed Team Karma in the beginning. We had no sponsors, nothing to work with. So we fundraised money through Twitch to pay for our flights to go there. But a lot of us had to use our own money, thousands of dollars from our college funds just to get there. We just wanted, to prove that we belong here and just to prove ourselves. I mean, there were 6 of us in one hotel room. It was a very tight squeeze, but it didn't matter. We weren't there for nothing fancy. We just wanted to play. We wanted to be the best team. And we got there, and I forgot who was friend. Oh, Heather Sapphire was friends with XP3. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna show up and coach you guys." And we were like, "Okay, yeah, right. You're gonna pay for your own flight to France to go coach us." So he shows up and coaches us, takes us to the grand finals of our very first event. Everybody was like, "These guys are gonna suck. It's their first tournament. We're gonna get dead last." And we shocked everybody that we got in the grand finals. So that was like the turning point of where we were like, all right, guys, we're good. Let's stick together and keep going with this. Our next tournament ended up being Copenhagen Games, and we won that tournament. So we made a very strong statement from the beginning.
You did. You beat me in that tournament.
I remember.
About it.
That was a very close game between you guys. I think it went into like double OT.
Look who I have on my cup.
Oh my god, Aurora and Maddie.
Yeah, it's literally a picture from Copenhagen Games, the year you beat us.
God.
Do you know what? It was a legend. We had such a legendary best of 3. And to go and see you guys lift the trophy at the end of it, that just made us feel that we had earned second place in the tournament. So we were just super, super happy for you guys. Oh, and to see that then after, it didn't take long until you got. First, you were signed with Selfless, right, Rain? But then Dignitas was there at the same time. It's a little bit like iffy because I remember you going straight from Team Karma into Dignitas. Can you talk to us about that transition?
Well, I don't really remember it like that. It was a struggle because I was working full-time as a nurse.
Yes.
Rain was also working, and you're trying to balance also putting in time to compete. I mean, I'm a tough cookie. Like, I'm like, you guys, we gotta play for long hours. I don't care if you got school work, you gotta show up. So it was very hard, and we didn't get signed until, when was it? 2017 by Dignitas,
With
right?
Dignitas, yeah.
So it took 3 years to get salary to do it. So in my opinion, despite the fact we were making a grand finals and winning, that's a long time. So hopefully we broke barriers and teams don't have to struggle with that anymore. But for us, it was really difficult. And now we're back with Team Karma, no org. I'm working as a nurse again, freelancing, content creating, doing all the shebangs again while competing because I mean, me and Rain know how it feels to lift a trophy. We want to do it again. We want to lift our 6th World Championship trophy. So if I have to be a nurse and do it again until we get an org, so be it. You know, we just want to play and be the best.
Yeah, I wanted to also ask about that because I remember your Twitter timeline was you posting pictures of yourself coming back home from a full day of nursing, like 12-hour shift, to sit in front of the PC and do practice for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, and then you just went to bed and you did it all over again, which to me is knowing that how much hard work and effort that you guys have put into it. It just demands, it gives you even more, I have even more respect for you than maybe for someone who had a full salary as a player who could sit and only spend their time actually playing and paying attention to the latest meta and really only focus on the game. So,
Yeah,
Rain,
sorry, go ahead.
please, I will ask the question for Rain after, please.
I was just going to say, I've always felt like there's so much more than just being a player. You got to represent a brand. You have to create a community, inspire others. I mean, there's so much more than just showing up to practice. You know what I mean? And even more than if you want to win. Do you just want a paycheck or do you want to win? You got to put in extra work on the sideline. So that's what we've always strived to do.
Yeah, and I know a lot about EMUHLEET's work, but Rain, what is it you were working with? How do you have to earn a living now?
Well, right now, I haven't really been doing much. Kind of just been living off my savings for a bit. Kind of trying to get back into streaming and stuff. Yeah, that's really about it. Really just like we tried to give Valorant a good go like this past, what was it, like 6, 7 months or whatever. Just nothing really seemed to work out. Like the esports economy isn't like doing that great. So we just decided, yeah, it was time to maybe switch back to CS because losing that passion with Valorant and stuff, and yeah, it just really wasn't working out for us.
Yeah, just to reverse on that quickly. So obviously you moved to Valorant. I'm curious as to, I guess, what was the reasoning behind that decision? Was it a difficult move? And yeah, just your whole experience with Valorant. I'd be really curious.
Well, I was really the one to push us to switch to Valorant. I know M really didn't want to, but like I kind of pushed us to do it. At the time, it really seemed like the right move, and I'm actually glad that we did for like the two years or 3 years that we did play. I did enjoy playing it. It just seemed like that there was a lot more going on in Valorant at the time, like tournament wise. Like, you know, this is when COVID started, like, so there's no LANs. Like for CS, like there wasn't anything really online, or if there was anything online, it was really just us and CLG Red playing against each other. Like it got kind of like boring and stale. So I said like, hey, like this is a new game. There's so many teams like competing. It just seemed like the scene was really popping off, and you know, it was just something new and exciting. I needed something new in my life at the time, and yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think it was a good experience for us. I think we learned a lot, and I think it kind of almost reignited like my passion for Counter-Strike again. I really missed it.
Yeah, I will have to say I almost switched to Valorant. I think we did one or 2 days where we just played Valorant. Worst 2 days of my life. I'm just really happy that I stayed in Counter-Strike for as long as like actually to experience the ESL Impact tournament. But you know, then I just retired. So I never. It's so funny, which is so ironic. Like I hang in there for so long. And finally the tournament comes back and I'm just like, oh yeah, finally, that's it. I can leave now.
Who
What's
made
really
the call
awesome
to come
now
back
that
then?
For Counter-Strike,
Yeah,
I think it was kind of like a team decision. I was personally like considering switching back myself. Like I didn't even really discuss it with the team like before this last Game Changers too.
Ooh.
But then,
Ooh.
but we kind of just had a team talk. Like we picked up a new player, Bungie, like right before Game Changers, and she also came from CS. And so after we would play Valorant practice, we would just get on and pug together. So it just seemed like everyone kind of wanted to switch back anyways. Like we all like
It's
saw
cheating
like
with your ex or
you know
something.
yeah, like we all saw like the Dallas event going on. We saw that like the new
Yeah.
Impact League was like the new season was coming out soon. So it kind of just seemed like really good timing for us to switch back.
Mm. So how did you? Basically, the new Team Karma is your Valorant roster with this a new girl added in. How
Yeah.
did you find it? But take us through the journey of how you find all these new players.
So funny because we're preparing for Game Changers, and we wanna give it our last go. And during Game Changers, this is when what Rain was talking about.
When is Game Changers? That was just recently.
That was like 3 weeks ago. I think
In the
2 weeks
beginning
ago.
of 2 weeks ago, the first
Yeah.
week of August, basically.
That's when I was looking for a fifth for our team, secretively. Because we all, like Rain said, our passion was just not there anymore. I mean, the scene's changing, there's not many LAN events, and that's where we always shined, was face-to-face, yelling, the lights, the crowd, that's what we love. So CS has a lot of those. So once we knew that we want to go back during Game Changers, I'm messaging some people, hey, do you know anyone that's really good? And a lot of people recommended Olya, who we trialed. And we had a few other trials, but after the first day, our coach was like, that's it. Nobody else. And then we were like, oh my god, we all feel the same way. So it was like love at first sight. We knew that she instantly would fit with us. She's super funny. We already have this natural chemistry. Like we've been teammates for a long time. And she was a perfect fit to our squad that we already had.
Yeah, I feel like your history has always been that you've been 4 players and then you found this miracle player from somewhere. Like we all remember we had Shaz on the team and we all love her.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, we had a memorial
I did.
I did see
for
that.
her.
Yeah,
Yep,
that was
we were
really
there.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
we loved her.
that was very nice. And then to think about that, if it hadn't been for you guys missing a player, like how crazy you guys are to pick up someone from South Africa to come play with you, and like to be able to make that work. That's absolutely brilliant. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
Really loved her. Sorry.
that's
Because
okay.
we had just talked like 2 weeks before she passed away. And I was like, get better and you can come to California. I'll take you to Disneyland and we'll play. And yeah, I really missed her.
Oh. Oof.
But she was always our biggest fan. Like she was always messaging me like, yeah, you got this. Or days where I was like, man, like this is really tough. She would always like lift me up. So she was a blessing.
She really was, and we could just see how much she has been meaning to everyone she has touched in the whole community. And she's from South Africa, but she has friends, she has family all over the world. And I think we were very lucky to have a platform like this, that she could also see that the love that she had for the game and for you guys and for women's Counter-Strike, to see
Yeah.
how well it has gone for at least for the ecosystem all around the world.
Yeah. I'm really grateful that our first win was with her.
Oh my god, okay, we have some good story. Can I say a funny story really quickly?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
Rain,
please.
Rain, I don't know if you remember the Ebola thing. Okay, so
Oh my god.
this was during Ebola outbreak, okay? And she's coming from South Africa. And so we get into her Airbnb and everyone's like unpacking their luggage, and out of her luggage comes this big spider.
Oh
And we're
my
like,
god, I
"You
remember.
remember it?" And we're all screaming, we're like, "Ah, it's Ebola spider! We're gonna get Ebola!" We were all dying, laughing. Oh my gosh, she brought an Ebola spider to Copenhagen. It was the funniest thing ever. Good times.
How big was the size of the spider? Like, can you
I
show
didn't even
it
look. Rain, did you see it?
I don't know, but I remember it was pretty big. I feel like it was at least like that big.
Jesus
Got a free
Christ.
trip to Europe.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, let's talk about your team, the team members that you have now. I want to know about, I want you to break down the names and nicknames and then what role they have within the team. If you can quickly run us through
Okay.
that, EMUHLEET.
Me. Okay. It's me, EMUHLEET. I am the opera and in-game leader.
Still,
we-
always have been.
Yep. You know.
Yeah, she
I
can't let it
change.
go.
I can't. I just can't. I can't.
She's got to be in control of everything.
Here comes
I
the is this the Alabama dialect back? Almost.
do. Yeah. And then we have Rain, who I guess you're kind of changed a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah.
Rain used to be what second entry, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
now
mad
you're
fragger.
oh yeah, cleanup crew, finishing it off. But now she's
sprayed down, hitting everyone in the leg. 4K looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Pretty much.
there you
No,
go.
it's not true.
But Rain is the brains of the team. She's always kind of been my second. I don't want to say sidekick, but like my go-to girl of like helping guiding the team. So she's really good at
Co-captain.
that. Co-captain. That's
Yeah.
the
Co-leader, co-caller.
There you go.
Like,
Yeah.
did you have
Rain's
to have I think it's also very important that you have another voice who can bring up ideas, but and also that if you two are disagreeing on something, that may happen.
Oh, it happens.
Yeah.
Because that's healthy. That you're not always like agreeing on everything, because then you're not gonna get like new inputs and new ideas. So it's
Yeah.
better for a team and better for the chemistry overall that the two in charge or the three in charge are actually disagreeing on some topics, because then you actually get to like discuss it properly and come to the logical like, conclusion for all of you.
Yeah,
But
it's really
then-
nice.
More players.
Oh yeah, we got more. So we've got Ellie, who is our entry / second entry as well. We started playing Valorant with her, but she actually came from CSGO too. She was playing CS before. She's insane. Oh my gosh, she is a clutch master. I swear, she just one taps all day. And then we have Bungie, who is our little zoomer and is just like a firepower. That's our entry, Bungie. Absolutely insane aim. And then we have Olya, our newest little zoomer as well. And she has been an absolute joy, bless her heart, because we all just came back from Valorant and we didn't know a lot of, I don't know, smoke lineups or whatever. So she knows everything, and she's like, I got you, I got this, hey, look at this. Or like, she's very opinionated, and I love that. And I also really welcome that as a leader, because some people don't, to allow opinions of other people to come in, even though I have 9 years on her. She's got a lot of new things that I might not have. And that's why I think our team is really good right now, because we have a perfect mixture of Zoomers and newer players and a little bit, not much older. We're just a few years older.
The old guard.
Yeah.
It's so strange because you're not
Yeah.
the old guard. I am the old guard.
Oh.
Yeah, the retirees of Counter-Strike. You're like the medium old guard. I think
I'll take
of
that.
you. Yeah, but I think of you guys, and I think of like my good friend Aurora. Like she's only
Yeah.
25 or 26 now, and I mean she's been playing forever, but she's
Yeah.
still like 10 years younger than me.
Oh my gosh, I was messaging her. the other day. Yeah, we
Mm.
talk sometimes. She's so
Oh,
nice.
that's yes. I love her, and I
Yeah.
really we will see. I'm crossing your fingers and toes here.
Yes.
Anyway. So, Olja, of course, your last edition and the player that you have been kind of trialing out. But did you trial other players? We are interested in knowing a little bit behind the scenes, maybe, of the current state of NA women's CS.
I mean, Rain, you could put your input in if you want.
I can't even remember. Did we trial another person?
Nope.
I actually can't.
It
I don't
was
think we
just
did.
one.
Yeah.
The perfect match from the beginning.
Essentially,
Perfect.
it was. Yeah. Sometimes it just works out like that. You know, you
It's
just
a
know right away.
universe.
Yeah, you just don't even want to waste your time trialing anyone else because you
Mm.
just want to get to work with that person.
Exactly.
I love it. But when you've been playing Valorant, have you still been able to kind of stay a little updated on the Counter-Strike scene, like the teams
yeah.
playing and how things are going? Because we're kind of interested in, from your perspective, to understanding how the ecosystem for women's CS:GO in North America, how it has changed throughout these 3 seasons that we've seen of ESL Impact.
We're always watching Counter-Strike. That's our heart and soul. That's our love. So we would watch the big tournaments and stay up to date on all of the pro teams. And in terms of the women's scene, we had our eye on it a little bit, especially during this whole year essentially when we were orgless. And I must say it's probably one of its best states in terms of the amount of players for North America. As you know, it was always just us, Dignitas, and then CLG Red, and then maybe 2 other teams would come here and there, and like that was about it. Right now, we have, I don't know, 10, 15 teams now, something like that. Maybe even almost 20. It's more than what there has ever been in North America, so I think that's really great to see that, and then that's probably a lot to do because of Impact.
It makes me so happy to hear that it's like kind of it's working, you know. Guys, look, it's working.
Yeah.
But I think I have a theory on something, because kind of what we have seen, which we always used to see as well, is that when there's one spot for North America, that one has always kind of almost always gone to CLG or now FlyQuest Red. But the second spot, you guys always had you were fighting for these 2 spots, but now with Impact, the second spot has gone to a different team every single season. But are you guys gonna come in and like always be first or always come second? So, like, how is the competition gonna be now that you guys are back?
I think so. I'm very confident that, we have a few months, leading up to Valencia. I think that we'll be able to snag like the first or second spot. Like, we just need a little bit more time, just a little bit more practice, like just getting our foot back into it. And I think we'll just, pick up where we left off, essentially. Like, I want to go back to these tournaments and I want to take down Vilga and her squad. So we've done it before. We're going to do it again.
I guess the teams that you have to get past, that I guess that the 2 prominent ones are obviously FlyQuest Red and EG Gold. How do you feel that you're going to go up against those particular teams?
Well, it seems like EG Gold made some changes recently, like 3-player change. So I think, that's not going to be a problem for us.
No?
In my eyes, but
Preach it, girl. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, just give us a little bit more time and we'll show you guys. We're going to be working hard. We want this really bad. All of us on the team want it so bad.
What about FlyQuest Red? Because they've been the top dogs for a while now.
Yeah, they have some good players on the team, but I don't think that they're like significantly better than all of us. I mean, they haven't really been performing at international lands, so
you're already looking at Valencia and looking at the international teams. That's what's in your crosshair.
A little bit, yeah. I don't want to get ahead of myself or anything, but like I'm just very confident in myself and my team. Like, we're very hardworking. Like, we know what our goals are, And I just think that we have the structure to be able to attain it.
I'm already applauding. This is so amazing. Like, it's music in my ears. It's so good. This is the kind of mentality that I feel like many players have still had throughout the Impact seasons, that they get this opportunity to be. They're not playing to win trophies, you know. Some players, and it goes with everything, you know. Some players are not playing to win. Some players are only playing to get signed and to have a salary. And then when they get that, they stop working, and it's like breaking my heart every time. So, but with you guys, I know that when you get that home and you find this new home to play for, that's gonna not slow you down. It's gonna boost your progression even quicker, because you're actually people that are working your asses off.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anybody that's interested in you guys now that because we often see teams make the season and then, you know, the announcement comes a little bit later. Is there anyone that you can, any whisperings?
Well, if you want to email me, EMUHLEET@gmail.com if you want to pick up my team.
They've won trophies, you can see them.
They are literally there.
Trophies.
Yeah, Rain, where's your trophy from? The one you have in your background.
That one is from, what year is that? The 2019 Katowice Intel Challenge. So I know that they're bringing it back next year, right? So I want a third one. I want another one.
Is it the same one that you got behind you, Emma?
Mine's actually the Copenhagen one.
It's the first one.
That's our first one.
Yes, Copenhagen
2015.
Just think about that, you guys out there with contracts on the table who you can send to these lovely ladies. Look at their trophies. The trophy was too shiny. It broke the camera.
The dust on my shelf. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let's see.
Can I restart it real quick?
Of course.
Yeah, it's quick.
There we go.
Yeah,
okay.
All good.
Welcome.
You're back.
Welcome back.
Our last thing we've got here on the main questions we want to go through was just really quickly what both of your thoughts are on CS2.
I'm really excited for it. I had the beta for a while, so I've been playing a little bit of it. It's a little bit different, but I mean, it's still Counter-Strike at the end of the day. It's gonna take some time to like adjust and everything, but I think it should be really fun and exciting. You know, hopefully attracts like sponsors and, you know, like more orgs and stuff like get invested. So I think it's only gonna be good for the scene.
Yeah, well, I think the changes were needed in terms of the graphics. I mean, the water is amazing. I know it's funny talking about water, but seriously, like, I don't know, that change of the graphics really matters. And even the sound is super different. I think that's going to be one of the hardest things to adjust to. The open skybox is going to be fun to play with. And yeah, just some of the map changes I was really excited to see.
Do you think
feet thing? The feet. Do you guys like looking at the feet?
No,
I think that's kind of weird. Yeah, are they gonna bring shoe skins? I don't like that.
Well, how would you inspect it?
You would obviously lift your
foot and look at it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it now. I mean, they would easily sell. Imagine Agent Eva walking around in stiletto heels.
Oh my god!
With a stiletto knife to match.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
And some black leather gloves.
Yeah, they're scary. I don't like the feet.
Do you think that CS2 will do a little better in NA? Because obviously CS has kind of just been generally within the ecosystem falling off a bit in NA because of VALORANT. Do you think CS2 might see a bit of a revitalization of the Counter-Strike scene generally, not just women's, but just overall?
I think so, personally. Yeah. You can already see that some of these Valorant players are coming back and playing CS, like even if it's just on the side right now.
Yeah.
No, it's very good. I think it's great. You're totally in on it. It's updated, the whole engine. We've been waiting for this for years, let's be honest. but you have it launched now. At the same time as I feel like ESL Impact has given women's Counter-Strike a big boost, that just makes it even better because we all know, as girls, we do like to watch pretty things, look at pretty things. So to have a game that looks better, it's just great for everyone.
Yeah.
It's time for your tea take.
Is it my tea take already? Okay, well, tea take is
about 5 minutes left.
Quick, tea take is a quick one where I'm gonna shoot you some quick questions. And let's start with Rain. How many hours have you played in CS?
In
and
total?
This is CS.
Oh.
Yeah, you reckon. Not CS2,
like
CSGO,
1.6?
CS 1.6, everything.
Oh.
CS.
I think I have 7,700 of CSGO. And I want to say, well, my old Steam account, like my original one, actually got hacked for CS 1.6.
Oh, no.
And I want to say I had at least 500 hours on that. And I think I have 1,200 to 1,500 of 1.6 on my account now. So what is that? Like 9,000 hours at least?
No sauce.
It's over 9,000! What about
At least
you?
over 9,000, yep.
Over 9,000. What about you, EMUHLEET? How many hours have you played in CS?
I'm just saying. I know you're gonna say something. My game says 10,000. Okay, but to be fair, maybe I accidentally left it open some days, so maybe it's a little boosted. But I'm a busy working girl. It's not my fault. I didn't do it on purpose. So CSGO says 10,000. We'll say probably same as Rain, probably around 7,000. And honestly, we probably both played 1.6 the same amount of times, so 9,000 for me, probably.
Yeah.
Over 9,000. I'm also there, over 9,000. But what is not over 9,000 is sadly my face it elo. Emma, EMUHLEET, what's your face it elo right now?
Oh god, I started at 26. I'm at 22 now.
Oh
Yeah,
god, that
God.
hurts.
Oh, but Rain, I know yours is not that low.
I think I'm at 26 or 2,700. I did just lose a bunch like last week. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually looking at them when I checked out your scores for the games, you know, so I actually know the answer, but I still think you're still level 10, both of you, and it's always tricky when you're coming back in from actually not playing too much. But ELO is just ELO. More importantly, Rain, which is your favorite map?
Oh, you know what? I know it's new and we didn't really get a lot of time to play, but I like Ancient.
Yes.
I really like playing
Good choice.
Ancient. I think it's a good map.
It's great.
We love Ancient. Yes.
But I love Train. Train was like my favorite map back in the day. Hopefully they bring it back.
EMUHLEET, what is your favorite map?
Of all time, my favorite map is Train. I love that map.
Yeah,
I'll be hopping up and down.
Then you have already answered my next question to both of you, because that was which map do you want to return to CSGO?
There we go.
I bet you both wanted to be
Train, yep.
Choo-choo! EMUHLEET, your favorite weapon and skin?
I love my P90. And skin is the Death by Kitty.
Death by Kitty. Rain, what about you?
I really like the A1S, and the Icarus Fell is a really nice skin. Yeah.
Nice.
How does that look in CS2?
I don't know, actually, because I don't even have it. I used to have it, and then I sold all of my skins. I sold all of my skins when I went to Valorant. I am so dumb. Well,
if there's probably some skin sponsors out there looking to sponsor you with some...
Please,
because you're still streaming so much. It's every single day now, so you know, whoever picks you guys up is going to get so much value for their moolas, but they will have to sponsor Rain with M4 A1S Icarus Fell. But Rain, which weapon does not belong in CS?
Oh, well, do they still have the revolver around? Because Yeah, why is that even here? Like, why is that a thing still?
That's a good answer.
Are you
That's a good one.
copying? Do you copy the answer, or do you have
You
a
know what?
different?
I am gonna copy answer. I played a matchmake in CS2 the other day, and this person was just running around doing the click, 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 click the whole time. Get rid of it.
Get rid of the revolver, Volvo. And then finally, the last question here in the Teatake is, EMUHLEET, CSGO or CS2? The microphone is cutting. The answer has been redacted. Gaben, why are you in EMUHLEET's microphone when she's trying to communicate with us? This is not fair. We will have to get another time. CSGO or CS2?
I'm gonna go with CSGO because that's where I met my lifelong friends, like Rain.
Like
Boo.
Rain. What about you, Rain? Are you still in CSGO or are you ready to take it to?
You know what? Let's say CS2. I'm ready for the future. Let's bring it on. Let's release it today.
Today. You heard it here. It's coming out now. And then finally, for the both of you, will you be champions in CS again?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes. I'm shouting yes. We will.
Hell
We will.
yes. Let's
No doubt.
let's go. Let's go. No doubt. Did you hear that? No, absolutely no doubt.
I mean, we're
fucking
putting
love
in the
it.
work. The only thing that can come from hard work is success. Am I right? So let's go. We're ready.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's it.
That's it.
The Teatake. Congratulations.
The Teatake's done. You survived the test.
Yay.
Is there anything you wanted to say at all before we wrap up the podcast? Anything to anyone out there, new fans, old fans, anyone? Take the floor.
Take it away, Rain.
Well, just shout out to everyone that's supported us over the years, even us like switching to Valorant and now like coming back to CS. Like, thank you guys so much. You know, our announcement video I think did pretty well the other day, and I just am excited to get back and start this new journey.
Yeah, same for me. I mean, we have people that have supporting us from the original Team Karma since 2014 still, so all of you really, really make it easy to continue to do what we love to do so much. And any orgs out there that are looking for a hardworking team with being a champion multiple times on their eyes, you know who to call.
You know who to call. Well, thank you both so much for joining us. I hope that this season goes exactly how you hoped it. We can't wait to watch you in the server. And yeah, we'll be having more episodes coming up this season. I know it's been a little bit quiet, but keep your eyes on the channel because there's going to be more Spill the Sea tea. But thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.